It sounds like a war zone out there, but I promise it is just the 4th of July. Thank goodness. When I was thinking about what to talk about for my video today, because I really wanted to make a video. I wasn't going to, then I was going to, then I wasn't going to again. I did some reflection and was thinking about, what's something that's good to touch on? And something that came to mind was talking about the need for more and how more is not always better, with some examples sprinkled in. So, this is something we're taught. We're all taught that having like a higher paying job, or having more responsibilities, or having more, this, having more that is like automatically a good thing. Like material possessions, having more of those is going to make you feel more fulfilled. And although I've not gotten to the point where I can say I've experienced, everything to an extreme range of like material possessions, right? I'm not, just being honest, I'm not at that point of being able to do that. You don't necessarily have to have done it to recognize cause and effect, because you can just take yourself back to when you were first starting and then put yourself to now, when ideally, right, you have a lot more than you had 10, 15, 20 years ago or more. And you can still just like notice the pattern on when you get more. Do you like that better, or does it make you happier, or does it not? So you don't have to be to some like extreme wealthy level to either say yes or no, I don't think. And that's really my answer, is more is not always better. And a lot of the times it isn't. How many of us feel some degree of an anxiety when we have a lot of material possessions? Like I can tell you, like I do. I just cleared some of the clutter in the background. You can see there's still a fair amount, but I did some organization today and I felt just like stress and tension release off my shoulders, because it's a little more clean and I don't have as many things around. Or it's even like the amount of shirts I wear, right? When I moved, I got rid of a fair amount of clothing that I hadn't regularly went through. And so I had some stuff that was just from years and years ago. And going through that and giving some of that away felt great. Or even things that might cost a lot of money. Getting rid of old furniture you don't use. Getting rid of just clutter, material possessions. It feels good. And for me, at least, it makes me feel a whole lot less anxious. So that's pretty great. And that goes against really what we were taught, that having more is better. Or earlier I talked about, getting like a higher paying job. So let's say you get that higher paying job, right? Well, you're going to have more responsibilities that come with that. So you're going to have more stress. And from what I've heard, when you get to a certain point, when you want to really break through to that next level, the amount of stress and anxiety, right, depending on industry, depending on what you're doing, there's going to be variance, right? But generally, as you increase with earnings, or the potential for earnings, your responsibilities can exponentially grow and not linearly grow to a level that your money grows. Meaning that to get paid a significant amount more, you're going to have way more responsibilities, way more potential stress, etc., etc. So maybe you're one of the people that's watching this video, and you can answer that for yourself. Like you've gotten to a point where you have made a lot of money, or started a successful business, and maybe you can answer, hey, yeah, it's actually pretty sweet being able to have all these extra things around, but if you had to go out and really earn it, oftentimes there's a lot of stress that went into that. So, you also listen to, I think it's better to talk to people in your life that you look up to about this than it is to listen to, multimillionaires or billionaires answering the question of more money doesn't make you happy. Because to extreme levels, right, we understand that there's a significant enhancement in the quality of life if you're doing it right. But for people that we know around us, they're probably going to not sugarcoat it as much, right? And they're probably not to the level of scaling to someone like Jeff Bezos, or even Elon Musk or Bill Gates or whatnot, right? So knowing from people in your daily life, you're probably going to find out, well, yeah, there's a lot of perks to having more, but it's also not necessarily going to make you feel whole if you didn't feel whole before. It's all from building within and then working outwards from there. So sure, it's cliche, but it's true. And I'm seeing it in my life at the point that I am at. So for those of you who are way further along, please in the comment section, give your thoughts and feelings on this. I'd be very curious. This topic just spoke to me today and I really wanted to discuss it. So I hope this provided some value and put things into perspective to enjoy life, in addition to trying to level up and get to the next point. So, all right, we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye for now.